Hey guys, Phillip Lopez, a.k.a. Uncle Phil here with Niches Be Crazy, and in this video, I'm going to be showing you how to collect email addresses on your website. Alright guys, just so I'm really clear as to what you're going to see here, I'm going to be going over how you can collect emails with the same software that I use on my own blog. Now, I'm also going to be going over how you can create a form. There's a bunch of different types of forms you can create with this software. How you can create a form as soon as today, guys. I'll just pick one of them and we'll just go from there, guys. There's tons of options. And if you get stuck anywhere, guys, once you pick up the software, if you pick up the one that I recommend, what's it called? There's a ton of tutorials there that are really easy to understand, guys. You're going to see it's very, very simple for you to get started. All right, let's get to it. Okay guys, so first thing first is you're going to need an autoresponder of some sort or some kind of email marketing service provider, whatever you want to call it. I use Aweber, and I also use another one called, I've used MailerLite as well. I've also used GetResponse. There's also ActiveCampaign, guys. I'll just tell you right now that Aweber is pretty good. MailerLite's pretty good. You can see links in the description area below to go check out either one of those two. And if you want to go check out ActiveCampaign or whatever it is, guys, all this stuff integrates with the main software I'm going to tell you about, which is, at least most of the stuff you want to check it out, right? It's something called Thrive Leads. As you can see, there's a little pop-up here, and they're using their own software, right? It's actually called Thrive Leads, guys. This is a plugin that you'll add to your WordPress site. If you haven't guessed already, I'm using WordPress myself. What's it called? So yeah, this is what it is. It's a plugin, guys. But I actually use, I use a Thrive theme. I use the Rise theme. And then I use Thrive Architect. And then I also use Thrive Leads. It was all connected, guys. There's a few ways you can go get it. You can go over to thrivethemes.com. You'll see a link in the description area below. It will be my affiliate link. Just letting you know, I do make a little commission from that. You can go check it out through me if you're comfortable with that. But go check it out. Check out the sales page. See if it's for you guys. You'll see that they have a bunch of different ways for you to opt in. But all these things, the important thing is these things, these email service providers or whatever you want to call them, connect with Thrive Leads. That's the main thing I want to tell you about, guys. Whether you get Aweber, whether you get MailerLite, it doesn't really matter. You can go over to get ActiveCampaign and Infusionsoft. I believe those integrate with it as well. And it's really neat because they both integrate it with it. It's really easy when things integrate together and they speak to each other. I don't know if you know what that means. I don't know your level of whatever, right? Techiness. But that just means that you don't have to do this little coding stuff or whatever. It's just one less step to do, guys. It's a lot simpler when things integrate together. Now, with that said, let's go over to my blog. This is my little blog here. And I'll show you here. Let's reload this. Right now, I've got one little place where people can opt in. Right, this is the main page of my blog. And as you can see, I do like blog posts, review kind of blog posts. And as you can see right here, I have a widget. Right here, people can opt in and get some free traffic from Facebook. And then you see, I just added this right now just for show. I don't really use it because I don't want to get too busy. That's one thing to consider, guys. Is maybe you don't want like 5 different kind of ways to have people opt in. I used to have a ribbon, this, and then like a thing that scrolled in from the bottom right called a scrolling mat, I think it's called. I forgot. We'll go over that here in a second. And for me, it was annoying to me, so I'm like, why would I want to do that to other people? So just something to consider there, guys. I do have a little chat bot on my website. It's a little support thing, but that's about it. I do think one more thing, guys, is I do think that little chat bot support thing blocks up my ribbon thing on mobile. So just something to consider. I could be wrong about that, guys. I haven't studied that, profusely or anything like that. But just letting you know, you might want to take a look and see if this works for you on mobile. It does work on desktop, obviously, because I'm on desktop myself right now. But I had a little problem seeing this on mobile, even though it was set up for mobile as well. So let's get to it. Let's go check out Thrive Leads real quick. Okay, guys. So here we are in the back end of my website. This is actually Thrive Leads right here. It's a plugin that goes into your website. So if you look here, guys, I'm just going to go over the lead groups, and then this is one of the main things. Basically, this is where you can create a bunch of different kinds of forms. All right, the one that I'm really using is the ribbon, as you saw earlier, and then you see the widget over here as well. Those are the two main ones. Now, if I turn it, of course these are turned on right now, but I want to kind of just go over what each one is, and then we'll go from there. Okay, so if you look here, the in content here is actually an opt-in form. that will be in the middle of your content. Very simple, guys. If you look here, there is a little play button. Guys, you can just click here and it'll have a little quick video showing you exactly what it is and how to set it up. It's super simple, guys, but I just want to go over all of them real quick, and then we'll create a little form in one of the ones I haven't used yet, okay, or I'm not using currently, right? So if you look here, there's also a Lightbox. Now, Lightbox, I actually have it on my website. Let's go take a look at it real quick, right? Let's set it up. Let's refresh my website real quick. All right, so you see the ribbon here. You see the widget here. Might give it a second for it to load up, and I forgot if it's when people try to exit. Give me 1 second. Or here's the cool thing, guys. You can actually have a lot of this stuff pop up. There it is. Okay, so you want to make money with just your Facebook profile. Use these 14 hacks to make money, blah, blah, blah. I want the free download, right? So it's pretty cool. People can go opt in here, click that. Now there's that. And that's pretty much it, guys. Very simple stuff, guys. I had it turned off just because I didn't want it to be too busy. I just wanted the widget there. Like I said before, I kept it pretty clean. It's up to you whether you want to do that or not. All right, so that's what the Lightbox is. Let's go back here to Thrive Leads real quick. All right, so if you look here, post footer, all post footer. Don't let this stuff scare you guys. All post footer is, it just means that there's going to be every blog post you do, or wherever you post it on, whatever post you have it on, it's going to be at the bottom. It's going to be an opt-in form at the bottom of the page. Now, when it comes to the ribbon, you saw the ribbon already. It can actually be on the top or the bottom. You can set it up for either, guys. So that's kind of neat. And it actually follows people around when they scroll up and down the page, so they'll always see it. So let's say you have a big announcement, or you have a webinar coming up or something like that, whatever it might be, tell people to opt in, or you have like a free cheat sheet, you want everybody to see it. Just make sure and put it either on the top or the bottom, and you can have them sign up right there. There is a character limit, you know, like I was having some problems with putting a bunch of characters. So just make sure whatever you put in there is really, really short and punchy, short and catchy and to the point, right? Really, really short and punchy. It could be like free affiliate marketing checklist for newbies or something like that. Something simple like that is probably what will work for that. People don't want to read a whole paragraph on a little ribbon, you know what I mean? So okay, so let's go back here to Thrive Leads again. Let's go check out the screen filler Lightbox. This one is actually pretty cool. The screen filler Lightbox is the same as the Lightbox we saw earlier, except that it fills up the whole screen. So it'll actually maybe we'll come back and create one of those, just because that one looks pretty cool. It's going to be an overlay just like that other Lightbox, and it can be closed, but it takes over the whole screen, so it's hard for people to miss. But at the same time, you got to think about the user experience as well. It could be something that annoys people. It just depends. You'll just have to test this stuff out. And that's what's great about Thrive Leads, guys. You can test a bunch of stuff. You can do A/B testing, see what works, what doesn't work. You can see the numbers. You know, some stuff right here. Pretty low percentage on some of this stuff, right? But then test it out for yourself, guys. It depends what you're doing, all right? You can see impressions, conversions, all that good stuff, right? The next thing you have here is the scroll mat. So the scroll mat is just the screen. Is a screen filling opt-in form, which pushes option. I can't talk. It's a screen filling opt-in form which pushes content down. So basically, like, people will see your blog, right, and then like maybe like a split second later. In fact, you can time it yourself. That's what's really neat. You can actually mess with the settings up here in the top right. See this little wheel? A lot of stuff actually when you go into the form itself, you can mess with the settings there. So it might say like, hey, make this show up after a certain amount of seconds, or when people scroll, or something like that, right? There's different options for different forms, like I said, right? But that's what that one is, right? So screen filler, so you can actually, let's say that people get to a certain part of your website, and then you're like, hey, don't forget to opt into the blog, and then it's just like it takes over the whole screen, and then people can hit a little arrow at the bottom. I've seen other websites like this, like OK Dork is like this. I think Neil Patel had it like that for a while, and basically it just takes over the whole screen. It's not the same as the overlay. It's just a little different. That's all. It's kind of eye-catching because it kind of bounces in. All right. Now you have the slide-in. The slide-in is pretty cool because the slide-in. And let's go turn it on just to see what it looks like. I got all these turned on. Let's turn some of these off. Let's turn off the ribbon. Let's turn off the Lightbox. Let's turn on the slide-in. So let's go over here. We'll reload the website. All right. So I think I had this set up to where where a percentage of this page is scrolled is. So this one's kind of funky. All right. This one looks like it's kind of weird, but you can see. Well. Looks like we got a scroller. I think that's what I put on here. It says it looks like we got a scroller. I swear my email content is better than everything you just blew by. It's like you can have a little bit of fun with this, guys. It's pretty cool, and you see people can subscribe here as well. All right. So. All right, so the last couple ones are, if you look here, I guess that's it. Just a slide in, and then the widget you already saw, which is right here, guys. What's really cool about the widget and all this stuff really is that you can have it on certain posts. You can exclude certain things. I want to show you that real quick. So if you look up here, guys, you can actually have, it has a bunch of different roles. So if you look here, let that load up real quick. All right, so if you look here, you can actually see that display. It has display logic. Now that means that basic settings are that you'll see this on the front page, 404 page, all pages, the blog index, all posts, right? And then you can have it have certain rules. So maybe you're just only going to do it for certain categories, right? Maybe you're like, I only want it for this or that, this and that, or maybe you have different opt-ins, and that opt-in you only show it for a certain kind of categories. Maybe you have an affiliate marketing opt-in, and you only show it for categories that have affiliate marketing on it. So that way you're catering your opt-in, your freebies or whatever it is. For people that are only in this category or only into audience building, only into blogging hacks. I probably have too many categories myself, but you can also do it by post. You just look up a post and say, hey, I want it only on this post. Because let's say you have for instance, I did a blog post some time back, and it was like a free download for like a 10 by 10. I called it a 10 by 10 matrix, and it was basically this thing that helps you create content, and it was only for that blog post. It was very, very specific for that blog post, and a bunch of people downloaded it, right? Because it was very, very relevant to the blog post. You can have it for certain pages. Maybe it's like a little just page, and again, it could just be a little page that's only about this, and be like, hey, this is a secret page, it's only for this, blah blah blah, and then you can have it only show up there. Different post types. That's really it right there, right? And what's it called? You can have exclusions. Let's say you want to show it on certain blog posts or certain categories, but not other categories. You can kind of get pretty crazy with this. All right, guys, it's just up to you, right? So that's pretty much it for that, guys. Let's go ahead and start creating a form now. All right, guys. So I think I said this before, but I think the funnest one to try out was going to be the screen filler light box. All right, so let's go ahead and just click the plus button. We're going to create this form. You'll see create form. We're going to name it, what's it called? What was it called? Screen filler? Filler 14 hacks. 14 hacks. All right, let's create the form. Okay, so there it is. And over here you can have display frequencies. This displays immediately on page load. So you see these are all the different options you get, guys. So you can actually go in here and mess with this and be like, hey, I only want it to display every other hour or something like that. That's up to you. Honestly, I would say just on every page load, but as you can see, after a certain period of time, you could say after 10 seconds or whatever. Maybe you don't want it to come up right away. Maybe you want people to read a little bit of your content before it comes up, right? Maybe when people are leaving, you want it to pop up, right? So it's up to you guys. Maybe you want people in there for a certain amount of time before you even show them that. And I think it looks like you don't have it for when people scroll. Some of them have the option for when they scroll down a certain amount of the page, let's say like 70% down the page or 30% down the page. And you're like, if somebody scrolled that much, it probably means they've been reading your content, right? So let's say you put it at the very bottom. You're like, I only want it to come up when people are at the very bottom. So think about the user experience, but also just test stuff out, right? Don't let any of this stuff scare you, okay? So what we're going to do is we're just going to put it on every page though, just because this is just for, what's it called? For an example, display frequency, you want it every 7 days. I mean, it's set to 0. So if it's set to 0, you want it to just display all the time, right? So you can do that. That's up to you guys. We just put it for 0 just because we wanted to see it, and I just realized I just closed that. Let's put save. And then animation, zoom in. There's different animations you can do. Let's go see what happens. Instant, boom, zoom out, it zoomed out. So you have a bunch of them. So pretty cool. You can rotate. Let's just pick one for the heck of it. Let's see, bound in and up, 3-day rotate, flip vertical. Let's see, that's kind of cool. All right, let's do that. All right, so let's get in there. Let's go edit design. All right, I'm gonna hook it up to one of my other lists just for the heck of it. All right. All right, guys, so that took a little while to load up, but if you look here, guys, you get a bunch of different little templates. Really, really cool, guys. I love Thrive themes, leads, everything. I love everything about it. I love just all the options you have and how simple it is to use. As you can see here, there's just a ton of them. You can actually even save them. You know, if you like, let's say you create your own, you're like, I'm gonna make one and just save it, and that's the one I'm gonna use every time. Or maybe I just want to use that style for every wherever I want to put this thing, right? Maybe you just like that certain style. You can get creative with this stuff. So let's just pick one. You can start with a blank one, of course, and just pick one that looks cool. I don't know. I haven't really messed with this. I haven't really done this one. So let's look for one that's just simple and cool, and we'll go from there. So something I can mess with really quickly. This is kind of cool. Let's see. Do I like that one? I think I like that one. Looks like I won't have to mess with too much. All right. So let's choose a template. Okay, so pretty simple stuff here. It looks like the other opt-in that I, or the other light box that I have anyways, right? So it's pretty similar. So let's put, all right. So yes, I want the free download. Let's go ahead and save our work real quick. You can always preview this stuff. It's what's it called? So it's really easy to use. Let's see if I can find the image here, guys. Just 1 second. I think I already have it in here somewhere. So there it is. Okay. Insert into post. Very simple, guys. There it is. Let's save our work. All right, guys. So I've saved it now. We're good to go. That's the whole thing. That's all it is, right? I think I have one more. Let's see. Do I just? Okay. So there's 2 states here, guys. So I actually messed up because right here, people actually have to click on this button, right, in order to what's it called? In order to actually get on the Facebook or into the to the email list, right? So let's go on to the next step, right? All right, so I went to the next part, which was state 1 or whatever. So let's go here. I guess we can go here and replace the image one more time. All right, your name, email address, download. And it's really simple, guys. You can just, I have this integrated with Aweber and MailerLite, but let's go ahead and just use Aweber for this to save our work here. All right. And like I said, you can mess with all the font and all that good stuff if you don't like it for whatever reason. But guys, what I like is simplicity, right? So you click here, see where this is right here. You can either do HTML code or you can go to API. I'm going to go ahead and connect it to my Aweber, which is already connected to Thrive Leads, which is easy to do as well, guys. So just choose our Aweber connection. Let's just hook it up to one of our random things here. Let's go right here to Newt. All right, you can put tags on there if you wish. Just hit apply. It's good to go, and it's ready to go. That's pretty much it. Let's save our work. Let's go back here to Thrive Leads. All right, guys, so we're back here at the Thrive Leads little dashboard. So let's go look for our screen filler. All right, here it is. Let's go turn on the desktop. Let's go turn on the screen filler. All right, and of course you can mess with the settings to where they're only going to go in on certain posts or whatever the heck it is. But right now, all we're worried about is turning them on. Let's go refresh the blog and see what it looks like. All right, so there it is, guys. Really, really simple. Took over the whole page, and see, people can't, what's it called? Looks like I have to see where you can close this. I think there's supposed to be an arrow here, but I don't know if I can figure it out. So let's see. Let me back up a little bit. Oh, there it is. Okay, so I guess I was zoomed in a bit. So there's an X right there. Closed it up. Good to go. I think with other ones, there's actually going to be an arrow that's going to be down here, but with that one particular one, it was an X. So I was actually, I was incorrect, guys. We did the overlay or the screen filler, which is actually an overlay, so you X out of it. I was thinking of the other one, which is the scroll mat. So I was incorrect on that. So yeah, pretty cool, guys. It looks really good, and it takes over the whole page, so like people can't be distracted by anything else. Let's say you have some links or something else that could distract people. They're just going to see that one little opt-in, and as long as your content is, or your pop-up or whatever is very, very relevant to the content that they're looking at, they're probably going to opt in, right? So that's it. It's a very, very simple form to create, guys. As you can see, we made it really, really quickly. Now I want to show you something else, guys. So there's actually more stuff, but I'm not going to show you every single little thing. I just want to show you what's actually something you can do with Thrive Leads. And you're going to have lead shortcodes here too, guys. Okay, so basically what lead shortcodes are is a little code with a little bracket. So you see this right here, copy, right? You can actually enter that into the content of the content in your blog, and then it'll have a little something that people can click on, and then they'll get a little pop-up. Okay, that's pretty neat, right? Pretty neat. They'll get a little pop-up from you putting this code here, right? So let's say you want your content in a certain place, right? After a certain paragraph or something like that, you can put your lead shortcode there, and it works pretty well. Also, if you look down here, guys, you also use Thrive boxes. Now, Thrive boxes are cool too. They're basically 2-step opt-in forms. Basically, you can wrap what you get is you get something similar to the shortcodes. You get some shortcode that you put around some content. Like let's say you have a button or an image or some text or something like that. Once people click on that text, image, or button or whatever it is, they can it can do a pop-up, right? It'll do a pop-up where people will will be able to opt in as well. So that's kind of neat, guys. I'm not showing that in this particular video. I'm just showing you the very simple thing of creating a form, a certain kind of opt-in place or form for your website, where you can easily, put it on your homepage or wherever it is, on a blog post, on any page or whatever. Pretty cool. Sign up segue. This is okay. So this one is one I haven't really used because I'm not sure this is really for me. I'm gonna be honest, guys. So sign up segue is really for signing people up with one step. So maybe you've noticed that when you sign up to somebody's email list, sometimes you'll get added to a GoToWebinar, right? It's really for webinars. It's really what it is. It's for people, getting people over to a webinar. They won't have to register again. They'll just automatically be added. So if that fits your business model, that's up to you. I've never been particularly crazy about it, but it is what it is. It's part of the business. I know some people make some really good money with this. Some close friends of mine make some really good money doing this stuff because webinars are where you convert the high ticket sales. It's just what it is, or at least it's a good way to convert high ticket sales. So if that sounds good to you, just go here, check out the video, see if that works for you. You can create a link, and then that link will automatically sign people up to a webinar, whether you're using GoToWebinar or whatever other webinar software is integrated with this. I haven't really looked extensively into this. I just looked at the tutorial video before I watched this because I don't use it. I don't use that really, so that's not really for me. It may be for you. All right, so that's pretty much it for Thrive Leads, how I use it on my blog, and how you can use it to easily collect email leads on your website. It's really simple to use, guys. And the tutorial videos really help out. They'll make it really simple for you to just get started with this thing. And I just love Thrive Leads because it's really it integrates with a ton of stuff. And there's a ton of places where you can put things on your blog where people can opt in. That's what's really cool about it. Okay, guys, so that's pretty much it. Very simple to use. I love Thrive Leads. I love using it with Aweber, and you can also use MailerLite. By the way, guys, if you look in the description area, you'll see links to go check out all that stuff. MailerLite is actually free to start off with, and I just learned today, actually, that I think there's a free option for Aweber as well. So you'll see a link to go check that out as well in the description area below. And I do want to remind you that, it's cool to get people on your email list, but if you don't start actually emailing them and, getting them to, building a relationship with that email list in order for you to, start selling them stuff, right? Your services, training, whatever it is, coaching, whatever you have, you need to start mailing them, guys. I was really scared to email people when I first started. I had my one subscriber, and I was like, I only have one subscriber. I could have already started emailing that person and building a great relationship with that person in order to make a foundation for what I say to other people. So I could have had like a follow-up sequence saying like, hey, thank you for joining my list. My name is Phillip. I like kitty cats. I like long walks in the park, and I play Pokemon Go. Stupid stuff like that. Whatever, guys. Not the spammy stuff you see left and right, guys. Now, with that being said, I've been writing email for some years now. I like writing funny conversational copy. I do that with my subscribers myself. I'm not perfect, but you know what, guys? I know that kind of stuff, storytelling, being funny, conversational, basically like you're writing an email to a friend, is really what leads to long-term, nurturing relationships with your, maybe that's not the right way to put it, but a long-term kind of relationship with your email list, right? So it really makes sense to start, writing those kind of emails to them. So if you would like something like that, guys, look in the description area below. I have something called Done For You Monthly Marketing Emails. It's a product I created myself. I made a review of it, going over exactly what it is. You'll see a link to a YouTube video where I did that review. You can go check it out yourself. And I have links to my social media and all that good stuff below as well. I want to thank you for watching, guys. I really appreciate anybody that stops by my channel. I really do. Just remember to like, subscribe, and I would love for you to ring the I don't even know if I'll have a bell or whatever on the screen here, but that's okay. I'd like for you to ring the bell notification thing so you can get notifications for whenever I make a new video. And another thing I want to try is, guys, if you're new to my channel and you subscribe, just comment below, subscribed, or hey Phil, I'm new, I just subscribed, or something like that. Just let me know that you're here. I would love to connect with each and every one of you if possible. All right, so thank you so much, guys. I appreciate you, and I hope you really get something out of this video. Thank you so much. All right, cheers.